the Ara Marketplace is our working title for the e-commerce platform that we've been building since the last developers conference that's focused on connecting the two groups of users of our two-sided market, module developers and end customers. And the two primary user interfaces that are part of this marketplace are the developer-facing Ara Developer Console on the web and the customer-facing Ara Configurator app that comes preloaded on every Ara device. Today, we're going to give you an early work-in-progress sneak peek at both of these, and we're also going to outline some of the requirements you're going to need to meet in order to sell your modules. So first up, we're going to take a quick look at the marketplace itself. So all of the Ara Marketplace systems and infrastructure that we've been building in conjunction with our two partners, Globant and Two Toasters, are really designed to foster interactions between developers and customers. And I know this may seem obvious, but here at ATAP, we firmly believe that the success of our platform is predicated on nurturing this feedback loop between the two groups. And so in order to create value for both sides, our development efforts around these interfaces are primarily focused on making them both powerful and intuitive. So the easiest way to think of the Ara Marketplace for you guys, developers, is as an e-commerce platform. We've really created it to enable you to focus your time and effort on creating the best possible module offerings and actually using the Ara Marketplace and the developer console as a layer of abstraction, sell directly to customers. So all you have to do is log into the Ara Developer Console, and the Marketplace backend will connect you directly with our payments infrastructure. It'll connect you with customers through the Ara Configurator app, and it'll connect you with logistics services provided by our logistics development partner. So in order to get up and running on the Marketplace, module developers, you guys, are going to need to meet a very few basic set of requirements. The first is you're going to need a Google account to get set up. You're going to need physical module samples to send in for MDK compliance review. You'll need to have proof of any regulatory authorizations. You'll need to have a bank account. I assume you want to get paid. You'll need to provide us with relevant product information, such as imagery, specs, technical requirements, and anything else that's relevant to the module offering itself. You'll also need to provide us with two unique software packages. The first being a technical data package, or TDP, and that contains module and shell custom CAD. It contains 2D drawings. It contains electrical schematics, MFI and Unipro source, and also performance specs. And secondly, you'll need to provide us with a module support package, or MSP, which contains bridge info, power profile information, and any firmware outside of generic USB class drivers required for your module to function. And once you give all of this to us, you can actually take advantage of a suite of services that ATAP and our partners are putting together for the market pilot. The first being MDK compliance review and a feedback mechanism loop to help you get your modules up and running. We're also going to be providing merchandising review to help you put forth the best offering. And we're also going to be handing out vendor IDs. Once you're ready to sell, you can take advantage of the services of our in-market third-party logistics provider partner, namely module receiving and intake, module warehousing, packaging and kitting, and forward and reverse logistics services, including pick and pack and shipping, and also ingestion of returns. And finally, there's the Ara Developer Console, which has a suite of digital services available for you. And we'll take a look at that next. So the Ara Developer Console is designed to be openly available to anybody looking to join the ecosystem. And I think the best metaphor that I've heard is that we're really looking to hand out these vendor IDs like candy. Here's an early developmental look at the Ara Developer Console. In fact, you're the first outside of the immediate team among the first to see this. This build was actually cut at the start of last week. So with it, you're going to be able to create a module offering, submit it for review, merchandise and manage that offer, managing price, translations, imagery, and more. You'll get direct access to our analytics toolset, where you'll be able to analyze sales and revenue and performance metrics that will help you with forecasting and planning. And finally, you'll be able to recognize revenue like I imagined before. I imagine you guys want to make money. And now that you've gotten a taste of some of the developer-facing tools, Jason's going to be able to give you a look at the Ara Configurator application.
Thanks, Ravi. So, might be wondering what it looks like. Are we on? You might be wondering what this cool module offering that we created in the developer console looks like to consumers. So let me give you a sneak peek. During our last developers conference, we gave you a sneak peek at the user interface that our partner Soso Limited designed for us for the Ara Configurator. And here's a pretty helpful diagram for you to take a look at. We designed it to be very simple and intuitive, and the structure mimics the physical structure of the actual phone. So there are 4 vertical layers that correspond to the 3 physical layers of the phone, plus a top home layer. So it's home, shells, modules, and endos. There are also 4 horizontal spaces, starting on the right with the Marketplace, which is a place where users can discover and browse new modules. The Stash, which is sort of a favorites bin, where users can bookmark modules for later use. The third one over is the phone screen, which is where it's basically a device that you're currently configuring. And the last one is the spec screen, which gives you information such as price and battery and stuff like that for a module, and if you're missing anything important. So in the months since the last developers conference, we've been pretty hard at work trying to turn this design into a real actual app with our partners, 2 Toasters. So we have a long way to go still, but I'd like to show you where we are today. But I'm going to grab my demo device right now. All right. Here I have my demo device. And I'm going to just open it up. And I'm going to type in my PIN so you can't see it. And then I'm going to find the app. Then I'm going to open it. And look, here we are. All right, so we're going to start off in the Marketplace. So this is where the module offering that you might have just created from the Developer Console will show up. As you can see, there's a camera and a Big Bird battery, which is a very fancy battery. We swipe over, and this is the Stash. So you can see the different components. And it's a little bit buggy, but you can see the different components. You can see that these are modules that I have bookmarked that I want to use later in the configurator. I'll swipe across again. You can see that this is a phone that I might be configuring. I will show you the vertical navigation. So this is me pinching, and as I pinch, the next layer sort of flies over the screen. I'll pinch out and sort of go through it. So you can see the endo. I pinch my hands together, and modules fly in. And pinch again once more, and you can see shells. You can even move them around, which is kind of cool. For those of you that are having a little bit of trouble understanding the gesture because it's so small, we've actually introduced a new dance move. It's called the pinch to peel, and it's kind of like this. So you go like this, and hopefully that helps you remember how to interact with the app. You can use that later tonight at the Birds of a Feather. But what if I actually wanted to buy this? So I can swipe over one more to the spec screen. I can check out the price and the battery life. And if I quickly do this thing and I pretend like I hit buy phone, I hit complete purchase, you can see that I've submitted an order. So new phone's on the way to my house somewhere, and hopefully you're getting some money. So that's the configurator. All right, so we're going to go back to slides. So you might be asking, well, that's kind of a lot of different steps if I want to create a device. And what if I don't want to have to make each individual choice one at a time? Well, we have created these things called phone makers and shell makers, which allow you to create fully complete and custom phones with just a very simple user input. So a phone maker is, you can think of it as a quick start guide to making a phone, where you can maybe link a social network, and based on your likes or your pluses or thumbs ups on different posts, or your photos that you've posted, it might suggest a phone that has a really nice camera or really cool outdoor sensors. So we're still very early in the development process, but we're hoping to open it up to third-party developers to build some new customization experiences for users. And on the aesthetic customization side, we're actually currently in the middle of developing what we're calling the Shellmaker API. And this is what allows users to put images or other cool designs on the backs of their phones via dye sublimation. So this is a screenshot from a Shellmaker a reference app that we're building that allows you to put photos of your dogs or strawberries on the back of your phone. So we think that there are a lot of cool digital artists that are out there that might have even funner ideas. So we're looking to open up this API to alpha testers in about a month. So if you'd like to get in touch about developing phone makers or shell makers, you can check out our forum, our interest forum online on the Get Involved tab of projectara.com. And these are some other ways to get in touch with us.